what I want you to do for next time. I'm going to, remember I asked you to learn number 1 and 2. You remember that? It's too tough. And after we get done here, I'm going to have everybody leave the room, and whoever wants to come in first can come in and talk with me about 1 and 2. Okay? You pass that, then I'll sign off on your card. All right. What I want to do is I want to give you a little incentive for finishing this thing. Okay? So, if you complete the badge, and I think it's going to probably take probably about 3 more meetings after tonight. We're going to get right to it, okay? If you complete the badge, I'm going to lay out about, one item for everybody who completes the badge of some of the things that I have left, okay? And you can pick whatever you want out of that group once you complete it. And it might be like a roll of wheat pennies or a roll of uncirculated pennies that, I want to get rid of and all that sort of thing. There's one item that probably will be the prize for the first one who gets done. And this is one I pulled out last week. It's a 3-cent piece. U.S. Mint 1868. Okay? That's the one you're going to buy. And I said, no, I want to keep that. Well, this is going to be for the guy who finishes first.
Okay.
Okay, now hold on. So, either that, unless they want to pick something else in the pile, okay? So I want to give you some incentive for completing this whole thing, all right? And I want to also get rid of a lot of stuff. Okay. Tonight we're going to do 1 and 2, okay? Now, if you don't remember what they are, none of you brought your little merit badge thing, did you? Your information sheet. I do happen to have one extra one here. If you want to look at it.
I can just look at this.
Yeah. All right. Okay, if I can get your attention now. Okay, so we're going to do 1 and 2 tonight. For next week, I want you to visit a coin shop before next week. Okay? Now this weekend, there are 2 of them in town. I've written down their address. It's here.
We can have that. I'll be sure.
I want you to visit a coin shop. Walk around the coin shop, take a look at everything, and you come back and tell me what you saw at the coin shop. While you're there, I want you to buy 1 newspaper. Okay, it's called the Numismatic News. Or if they don't have that one, any other coin newspaper that they might sell. Okay? And that is going to count for number 5. Okay? I want you to take a look at that newspaper, and I want you to bring it with you next time, so that you can tell me about it. All right? Then, I want you, if you don't already have one, and I know one of you bought one of the coin books from me. Yeah, you bought that blue coin book?
Yeah.
It's a little cardboard thing you put pennies in?
Yeah.
I want you to buy a penny holder.
We have to 2? I have to.
No, you've already got one. You bought one last week. I want you to buy a penny holder to put the most recent pennies in. I don't know when it starts, the last one, but all the way up through the present. Because then I want you to collect pennies that are starting from the year you were born up until now. And you get those out of circulation. Okay? So that will account for number 9D. Okay?
Yes.
So when you come in next time, you will have gone to a coin shop, you will have bought a coin newspaper, and you will have a folder, and you're going to go through pennies during this next week and try to find one for every hole that exists in that book from the time you were born. What year were you guys born?
95.
Okay, so between 95 and 99, I heard. Starting then, all the way up through 2000. I don't know if the 2010s are out yet or not, but at least through 2009. So you got to go through a lot of pennies. Now, if you don't have them at home, you're probably going to have to just go to a bank, and for every $1 you give them, they'll give you 2 rolls of pennies that have been in circulation. 100. There's 50 in each roll. So you can get pennies that way and look through them, and then if you don't find the dates that you need, you turn them back in, and they'll give you some more. Okay. And then I want you to learn number 4 on here. And that has to do with different ways to store a collection. And it says pick one to use when completing the requirements. One way to store coins is in one of these books. You will have already picked it. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 other ways to store coins. One would be in plastic holders,
Like that.
and the third way would be in those little cardboard holders with a little cellophane on them. So those are the three ways, in a coin folder, you know, with all the dates in,
Yep.
in a little cardboard thing, or in a plastic holder. So when you come in next week, you're going to come in having visited a coin shop, having bought a newspaper, a coin newspaper, having bought a penny book, the recent pennies, and you're going to learn number 4. Okay? Anybody have any questions on any of that? You going to remember it?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
If you can't remember it, you better write it down.
Where's our dad writing it down?
Okay. Now, what that leaves us then, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, and 10 done after next week. We will only have 6, 7, and 8 to go after next week. All right? That's if everybody follows through and does these things. Okay? I want to show you number 9, which isn't part of what we're going to do for next week. It has to do with, you have to collect coins in different ways. This is called a typeset. Okay? This is one of your options. You're probably not going to pick this particular one because they're so hard to get. This is where I started collecting coins when I was about your age and I had a paper route. I got a few of these coins, these old barber coins, in change when I think I told you, when I was collecting for the Fargo Forum, when we had to go door to door to get the money. And they would go into their little drawers and things to try to scrape up enough money, and sometimes they'd pull out the old coins that they'd been saving because they didn't have any other change, and they'd give them to me. So I started collecting coins back then. But it had to be one of every coin that was made during the 20th century, one of every type. Okay, that's called a typeset. Okay, now, you don't have to do it for a whole century. You can do it for like a decade or something if you want. But that's one of the options, to do a typeset. Under number 9. You can also collect coins from different countries, and I had some here from last time, and I also have, I think left over, I counted tonight, I had coins from 15 different countries still in my little box here, if anybody wants to do different countries. But you got to come up with 50 coins in order to meet the requirements from at least 10 countries. So you're going to need more than what I have if you're going to choose that one. Then there's banknotes. I don't think you want to do that. That'd get to be pretty expensive. 15 different tokens or medals. You might be able to do that. Or a date set of a single type since the year of your birth. Okay, that would be what I'm asking you to do. That's actually 9B. So actually, you don't need to do those other ones, but because you're going to do pennies from every year since you were, from all the mint marks from every year since you were born, right? Okay. Are there any questions that you have? Yes.
Can you still get some of these?
Most of them you can't. Most of them you can't.
You gonna sell this?
You can. No, that's the only thing I'm going to keep. That's the only thing I'm going to keep.
Hide it.
All the rest of it lost its sentimental value a while back. Get rid of it. Okay, so how many of you guys are going to finish this? Okay.
Fast.
Okay. All right. So again, tonight I'm going to quiz you on numbers 1 and 2. Okay? Numbers 1 and 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask everybody to leave the room, and whoever wants to come in first can come in. Okay? And you can line up outside or whatever you want to do. And one by one, I'll quiz you on it, and then we will sign your card, and we'll be done for tonight. All right? Make sense? All right. Anybody need a book to study?